morning. This is call number 2021-16269 in the interest of Zane and Ball. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Agree.
Yes.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
The mother, Latavia Jones.
All right, and for the state?
Sharday Parker.
Order to note that the non-custodial parent is Elijah Elliott Ball. Mr. Ball was served on April 2nd, 2021 at 2:38 p.m. at 8601 Broadway Street, apartment 3201, Houston, Harris County, Texas. And he has not filed an answer. Is that correct, Ms. Parker?
Yes.
All right, we'll proceed by default.
Your Honor, the state would like to call Latavia Jones.
All right.
Miss Jones, what is your full name?
Latavia Renee George Jones.
And who is Zane Ball?
My son.
And when was he born?
10/10/2020.
And how old is he?
8 months.
And who is his father?
Elijah Ball.
And how do you know that Elijah Ball is his father?
Because we had relationships and intercourse.
And was he the only person that you were having intercourse with at that time?
Yes.
And is there a possibility that anyone else can be Zane's father?
No.
And were you married at the time that Zane was conceived?
No.
And you're requesting this court establish a parent-child relationship between Zane and Elijah Ball?
Yes.
And when was the last time that Elijah had any type of contact with Zane?
A couple weeks ago.
Okay, and were you there supervising that contact?
Yes.
And did an incident occur while you were there supervising that contact?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And what was that incident?
It was violence, arguments, and hitting.
And Mr. Ball was hitting you?
Yes.
Okay, and does Mr. Ball contact you in regards to Zane's general welfare?
Yes.
Okay, who makes the day-to-day decisions about Zane?
Me.
Who takes Zane to doctors and dental appointments?
Me.
And in your experience, do you believe that Mr. Ball can give first priority to Zane's welfare when making parenting decisions?
No.
And will it benefit the physical, psychological, and emotional needs of Zane were Mr. Ball to be appointed a joint managing conservator?
No.
And that's why you're requesting to be appointed a sole managing conservator of Zane and Mr. Ball be the possessory conservator, correct?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And is it easy for you to communicate with Mr. Ball about
No.
okay, now. And do you believe that it's in the best interest of your child for you to be appointed the sole managing conservator?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And you're also requesting that you be the one that the conservator with the right to designate the primary residence within Harris and contiguous counties, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're also requesting that Mr. Ball be given have visitation, supervised visitation through the Domestic Relations Office, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And why are you requesting that visitation be supervised through the Domestic Relations Office?
Because he has open cases of domestic violence against me.
And when he's had those cases, and for those incidents, has Zane been present at some of those incidents?
Yes.
And also, Zane is 8 months old, correct?
Yes.
And for the next thing we're going to discuss is the how is Zane currently covered for health insurance?
Medicaid.
And to your knowledge, does Mr. Ball have any other children?
Yes.
How many other children does he have?
2.
Okay. And are you requesting that cash medical support be ordered in the amount of $56 per month to start on July 1st, 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you also requesting that child support be set at $267 per month starting on July 1st, 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
And since Zane has been born, has Mr. Ball provided you any type of financial support for Zane?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and in the number that we're gonna go over for the retroactive child support, that's giving him credit for any money that he's given you, correct?
Repeat that again, ma'am.
I said in the retroactive child support number that we're about to go over, that is giving him credit for any monies that he's given you for Zane, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And the retroactive child support amount from October 10th, 2020 through the present is $1,976 to be paid back at $60 per month, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You're asking for that to begin on July 1st also.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're also asking that Mr. Ball be responsible for 50% of all uncovered healthcare expenses.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have any concerns with your address and phone number being listed in this order?
Yes, ma'am.
And what are those concerns?
Because I don't want him knowing where I stay because of the domestic violence against me and the popping up in threats.
So he's popped up at your house before unannounced?
Yes.
And are there any active cases in the criminal courts or any active cases right now between the two of you for domestic violence?
Yes.
And also at the last visit, you testified that when the last time you tried to do a visit with him and Zane, that domestic violence occurred at that visit with him hitting you, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you do fear that undue harm or harassment could come to you or your child if he is to be given access to your phone number and address, correct?
Yes.
And you're requesting that this court make a finding on the family violence and also that a non-disclosure be granted, correct?
Yes.
And you're also requesting that he be ordered to pay court costs as billed by August 23rd, 2021, correct?
Yes.
And you believe that the court granting this default judgment will be in the best interest of Zane, correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness. The state would like to call Arnold Barrera.
All right.
Mr. Barrera, can you please state your name for the record?
Arnaldo Barrera,
And where are you employed?
the Office of the Attorney General,
And what is your position there?
Child Support Officer.
And what is the nature and responsibilities and duties? What is the nature of your job and the responsibilities and duties as a child support officer?
Conduct investigations on calculating child support and retroactive child support.
Have you received any special trainings to train you on how to calculate child support in compliance with the family code?
Yes, I have.
Did you calculate child support in this matter?
Yes, I have.
And what were your calculations?
Based on the investigation, monthly gross income for Mr. Ball is $1,976. After taxes and $59 for health insurance, his net income is $1,670.80. Child support for one child and giving him credit for two other children would be $267.
And did
Medical
you all
support would be medical support will be $59, both to begin July 1st, 2021. The retroactive child support was calculated, giving him credit for the direct payments that he gave Ms. Jones. The retro would be $1,385 as of June 23rd, 2021, with the payout of $60 a month beginning July 1st and monthly thereafter.
You said 1,385?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness.
Ms. Jones, do you have any questions for Mr. Barrera?
No.
All right. Anything further, Ms. Parker?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Jones, are you asking the court to approve this order?
Yes. Yes,
All
sir.
right. The court will approve the order as submitted. Thank you very much. You're excused.
Thank you.